Hi Aquarius, I'm Jody with Soul Purpose Tarot. I am in Carmel, Indiana, and welcome to my channel. I am a Libra Sun, Sagittarius Moon, Capricorn Rising. I will pull out 4, 5, 6, however many fall out tarot cards. Go from there as to what the energy is. Are we talking love or life or career or health or family or whatever? So let's get to Aquarius for December 2018 and see what is going on with you guys. Aquarius. Way too many cards. What is going on with Aquarius? That one wanted to come out. Aquarius right now. What's going on with Aquarius? That one wanted to come out. Aquarius, 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 Aquarius. All right, so the first one that came up was the King of Cups. Second was Three of Swords. And Seven of Swords in the reverse position. So the first thing that I'm getting is you are missing a masculine energy in your life, and you are feeling very heartbroken because of that. Sad, lonely, missing. I just feel like the word missing. You're missing a man. Masculine, whether it is a father or a husband or a son or a boyfriend or somebody who was in your life at one time and you are desperately missing them. Seven of Swords is you were trying to keep it a secret how you felt, but no longer are you keeping it a secret how much you miss this person. I feel like you were grieving on your own for a while, and now you're kind of like, heck yeah, I miss them. I miss spending time with them. I miss going to the movies with them. I miss talking to them on the phone or whatever the case is, and you finally have decided that it's okay to admit that you miss this person. Aquarius. I want that one. I got way too many cards there. Let's see what else is going on. This feels like it could also be it just feels like somebody in like the man in the family, the male in the family is in the military for whatever reason. I feel like I'm seeing like the military. So this person you're missing, whether it's like, again, a son or your husband or whatever, feel there's some military presence here. The Hangman. So, okay, how would this play? You feel kind of stuck. You feel like you can't move on. This grief is like eating you up. The missing them, is there grief or is it just sadness? Loneliness, not being able to move on and wanting to move on, but being very consumed by these negative feelings. And the sun came up in the reverse position, which makes me feel like you're depressed. Depressed, extremely depressed. And it probably has a lot to do with, we just had Thanksgiving here in the States. We've got Christmas coming up. So many holidays all together. And if you spend a lot of time with this masculine energy during the holidays in the past, that would explain why you are feeling extra lonely at the moment, is because it's just up in your face and it's such a reminder of that person not being here. So I totally understand that feeling of missing somebody and, like wanting to reach out to them and them not being there for whatever reason, whether they have passed away, whether they, again, or like just you aren't on speaking terms right at the moment. Maybe this is a mother and a son and you guys got in a fight and you're just on the outs right now and you're not speaking to each other and it's just like really evident. You're feeling very vulnerable right now. I feel like you're wanting to reach out to them, but not sure if you should. If they are alive and you can, I am feeling, yes, that is a definite you should, whether they respond to you or not. You should definitely reach out to them. And even if it's just a simple Happy Thanksgiving, Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, I love you, I'm thinking about you, remember that time when we blah, blah, blah. I think even though they may not respond, I think that could certainly keep the door open. You're feeling frustrated about the whole thing. Let's put it this way. You need to keep your door open for them. Just because they've got their door open or closed to you right now, you need to keep your door open for them when they are ready to forgive you, forgive themselves, come back into the picture, whatever transpired. Proud came up in the reverse position. My nose itches all of a sudden. Okay, so what does proud? I feel like you're not feeling proud of yourself for what went down. So something went down that maybe there were some harsh words that were said, and trapped. I feel like that needs to be in the upright position. Trapped. You're feeling a little trapped right now, confined, and not able to bestow your feelings. It feels like you're wanting to, but you're afraid of rejection. You know what? Get over it. Maybe you are afraid of rejection, and maybe you would be super surprised if you spoke your truth to them, you apologized. More than likely, if you guys did get in a big blow up, they are waiting on an apology from you and you are waiting on an apology from them. Somebody's got to apologize. Oh my God, my nose is driving me crazy all of a sudden. Someone has got to apologize and someone has got to be the first one to, I feel like I'm hearing crack the walnut. Someone has got to be the one to crack the walnut. Whatever that means, maybe that means something specific to somebody. So get over yourself and be the bigger person here and tell them you miss them. Because they may be in the same situation. They're wanting to do that. They don't know how you're going to respond to them. So they're keeping quiet because they're afraid of rejection. Everybody's afraid of rejection and nobody's saying the truth and nobody's saying they miss anybody and pretending like everything's okay and sweeping it under the rug. And in the meantime, holidays are going by and nobody's happy. Is that the way you want to be? Respectful in the reverse position. Although I'm looking at this and there are two people that are getting ready to go into, it looks like a karate fight. So I think you've already had the karate fight and you both need to bow down to each other and be respectful that you weren't right or wrong. They weren't right or wrong. And, just everybody needs to relax. Okay, so we've got enough of that. Let's see. I want to do whispers of healing. I'm going but I'm going to take a drink first. All right. These cards are messages from your guides, your higher self, your oversoul, past relatives, anybody who may have anything to say about this situation or some guidance. Respect. That came out in that card. So somewhere along the line, I feel like somebody felt disrespected. You, perhaps, the other person, and maybe the thing that needs to be said is, I respect your opinion. Maybe that's where things went awry, was you had two differing opinions and everybody took it to the next level, and someone needs to say, you know what, I respect your opinion. And maybe you just need to agree to disagree and move on with it and not be holding a grudge. Because I can tell you one thing, the longer you don't speak to somebody, the easier it gets to not speak to somebody. And then 6 months down the road, you're still not speaking. And then 8 months and a year. And don't do that. Reawaken. I'm not sure what that means in this part. Reawaken, meditation. All right, so maybe your guides are telling you to meditate on what to say. Maybe they will give you the words to say. Okay, so you're like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Do some meditation, do some journaling, and your guides will tell you what to say in order to open the door back up. And again, they may not respond to you, but if you keep your door open, when they're ready to talk again, your door is open and they know that your door is open. Alternative. I don't know where that fits in either. I'm just going to keep going until something makes sense. Give back. If any of this means anything to you, good, because at this point in time, and maybe I don't need to know what this means. Maybe these messages mean something to you guys. Breathe. I guess the alternative, if I think about that, is you guys had alternative ways of doing things. You wanted to do it this way, they wanted to do it this way, and it didn't feel like it was the normal way. It was an alternative, and that's part of the problem. I don't know. Let me do one more. Let's do this one. Flow. Go with the flow. All right. I'm going to do some numerology cards and see what else we have here for Aquarius as far as guidance for this person, this masculine person that you are missing. Perhaps messages from that person to you. That's what I want to know. I want messages from the masculine person that you're missing to you. Oh, love partnership. So maybe this, well, I feel like they definitely still love you, even though they're mad at you. And they want a new beginning too. God, I love it how these cards work out. So these are messages from this masculine person that you are missing. They want a new beginning, or they want you to start a new beginning somehow. And karmic completion. So maybe this was just... And if it is a karmic completion, then this person will not be coming back into your life, because that was some karma that needed to be finished out, and it was or is time for both of you to move off in different directions. You were together for the time being and learned what you need to learn, and then you moved away from each other. So there could be a handful of you out there that just completed something karmic, and you will not be in touch with that person again. And it's okay to miss them for a while, but you know, there's something bigger and better out there for you. Otherwise, the universe wouldn't do that to you. I guess I want both of these cards. Financial discipline. So somewhere along the line, I feel like part of the fussing and fighting had to do with money and intuition. Maybe somebody didn't use their intuition like they should have, and perhaps you came down a little hard on that person because maybe they did something stupid, or in your opinion, they did something stupid. Perhaps they are not as good at following their intuition as you are, and they regret that. But you know what? Not everybody is not everyone is tapped into their intuition. And it is something that you have to learn, especially masculine energy. Feminine energy is very tapped into their intuition. I believe masculine energy is becoming more tapped into their intuition. So it's coming. Give them a break. You know, like I said, not everybody is tapped into that. There's a lot of women that aren't tapped in. So, illusion. I feel like that is just saying this is all this fight that you guys had, disagreement, argument, whatever, is an illusion in 3D. And in heaven or the higher realms or whatever you want to call it, you guys are still on speaking terms, and it's just down here that there's the argument going on, and it is all an illusion. I'm going to do one more, and then I'm going to be... Okay, so 3 came out. 4 came out. No, 3 came out. Intuition. Oh, gosh, intuition came out again. So there was some sort of intuition going on here. Use your intuition when it comes to reaching out to that person. And again, I think meditating is a good way to tap into that intuition and get the wording for whatever you want to use to speak to this person. And abundance. So you have a lot of abundance around you. You just need to look at that and kind of, I feel like you're focused on what you don't have right now more than anything. And what might help shift you out of this negative place that you're in is looking at what you have instead of what you don't have. And give yourself a little more self-love. I think you're beating yourself up right now because of everything that has happened. So take a chill pill. And as they say, time heals all wounds. But if you are so inclined, I believe it would be worth it to reach out to this person that you are missing. That just feels like, again, whether they respond to you or not, keep your door open for them when they are ready to come your way again. I will see you guys middle of December and hope all is well. Thanks.